my background.
Yes, continue.
Basically, my background was into it's a IBM EM package manager. So most of my experience is into that, and some experience is into like as a React JS front end developer. That to be a minimum. So I trained myself in that, and I choose to get training into the cloud. AWS Cloud DevOps. So my main motive is to uh, get good opportunities and good role in some companies in US.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine. And coming to Venkat.
Venkat, yeah. Hello, hello everybody. My name is Venkat. I work as computer lab admin back in India, and also work as system admin. And I work in different jobs like data processing, all of that. And later on, I moved to US in 2010, but there is a big gap in my career because of visa issues and everything. Now everything is resolved. So recently, I worked as desktop support in one of the credit unions, and also I worked in real estate company. So in the meanwhile, I completed my cloud practitioner certification. So I'm pretty much interested in this side. So I want to try my luck. That's why I joined the course.
Okay, okay. Thank you, everyone. So my question is, for you guys, you didn't have prior experience in cloud computing, right?
Yes, I don't have any.
Sorry.
Uh, yeah, in my one of my project there was AWS, but not that much. Like what is AWS and how to get access means it's how why to use it is for basically for renting the servers and all. That much basic idea I have,
Okay,
not the technical knowledge.
okay, got it. So in AWS, which services you are using in your previous project?
Actually, it was like 7 years before, so I don't remember also.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay. So I think we need to start from the scratch, right? Coming to AWS DevOps. That would be better for you guys.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. That
Yes.
works.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
So everyone here is like for them is the first class.
Not the first class. Amol is our student actually. So we covered, I think, 6, 7, 8 sections. So he is okay with include the basics.
Okay, okay, that would be great.
Mhm. Amal, you there, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Amal, you can introduce yourself to the team.
Oh, I have a small cybersecurity consulting business and a small engineering consulting business. I worked for Infosys about 20 years ago for 2 or 3 years in Bangalore. So it's a big gap in IT career. So I'm also trying to get back into IT. So I did an online cybersecurity course, and now um, I knew Unix and Linux from before, so I decided to pursue cloud DevOps.
Okay. Thank you, Amal. And one more thing we need to finalize that your availability time actually. Currently, Amal and me take a class every day actually in every weekday. So for you guys, you available if we take section on all work day? I mean, from Monday to continuous Monday to Friday.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay also.
Okay, all are fine, right? So we, I mean,
Sorry, can you repeat once again? Like, what about the
yeah,
timing you are telling? Something?
yes. I mean, if you all are okay, then we can take section on each day, like continuously Monday to Friday, or even we can include the weekend also. Otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, coming to my previous batch, some candidates have other duties, so they need to engage their own duties. So that batch how goes like Monday one section, then Wednesday, then Friday. So weekly 3 class only. For
One question
this
here.
batch, if you are all okay, then we can take section on each day, like Monday to continuous Monday to Friday,
Yeah, Monday to Saturday.
or Friday, or no problem.
Okay.
Extend for,
Yeah, I'm also okay with that.
okay,
We are okay, but I have a question.
yeah,
Hello?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So they have mentioned in the plan that every alternate day, like Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, Tuesday and Thursday, there is an RRP session or something. So then how would we log into that?
Which time?
Is
That's
it
like
at
a
a
separate
different
link you
time?
can just go
They
to.
haven't mentioned any timing yet, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we can do accordingly, no problem, or we can just a time.
Okay, fine. In that case,
Uh,
no issues.
and regarding the timing, this will be the fixed time or like um,
I
there
mean,
will be.
right?
It's sorry.
I mean, US time 9:30, right? Starting time.
Yeah, yeah. It's here. It's like US everywhere is different. Like it's 8:30 for me.
You are
Oh,
in Central Time Zone.
yes.
Yes, CST,
Yeah,
Texas.
I'm in Eastern. I don't know where
Yeah.
Venkat and Shilpa are.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
mine is 9:30.
I am currently in India, but traveling in June first week. So I'll be in Texas with CST after
Oh, okay.
June.
Little bit
So
easier for CST.
uh,
8:34.
means if you all of you are comfortable morning times, is it fine for? Means-
yeah, that you can, I mean, discuss with all of you.
okay,
Your preferred time, all of your preferred time. So I can take that time. Okay.
okay, okay.
Currently,
And
we are
your work,
conducting
right? So
IST 7 a.m. I'm conducting IST 7 a.m. That is for US time is 9:30, somewhere 8:30, right?
8:30, 9:30, and 8:30 to 9:30. One reason for
Okay.
me it's 8:30, another is 9:30, like EST.
Okay. Okay. So how can we sort out the timing issue?
We have 4 people. We can short out now also if everyone like
I'm
I
fine
can.
with whatever time works for everybody. I think Tawfiq sir works in the, so he does 7 to 8, he teaches, and then he goes to work at 8 o'clock in India. So that's
Mhm.
why the time has become this evening time.
Uh,
No, 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 no,
but he, no,
My
No.
shift time is changed actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will be free. I mean, at 9 a.m. IST from 7 to 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay.
9 a.m. Yes,
So it's
so,
later for you actually becomes later for us at night. So
yes, that's the problem. So, no problem. I can take section. I mean, start from 6 a.m. IST. No problem.
uh,
6 a.m.
are you not like only morning times? Are you okay, or like evening times is also fine for you? Like for you, if evening, then for us it will be morning.
Yeah, for me, no problem. I wake up 5:30. No problem. So I can take section at 6 a.m. So it will be there somewhere in 7:30 and 8:30, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7:30 for Texas people, 8:30 for East Coast people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You
Yes. Yes.
do 6 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I am asking, like for you, sir, you are telling about the morning timings.
Yes.
If you, are you comfortable with evening times, India evening time? So that
in,
for us it will be morning time. If
yeah, got it. So I am working in UK shift time actually in a UK.
oh, okay,
So my
okay,
shift timing would be 12:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. That's a problem.
okay. Then no issue, sir. We will go with this. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Fine with the timings.
Okay. So we sort out the timing and the section date, right? I mean, we can sit down all the days.
Mhm.
So then we can start, right? I mean, from the scratch.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's good.
Yes, is visible.
So you all are joined AWS DevOps engineering course. So I know you are not much familiar in cloud computing, right? All of you. So when we jump into AWS DevOps, we need to cover the basics actually. Basics means I will draw the uh, workflow actually. Okay. So the workflow is on-prem. So these are the technology actually. Okay. One is on-premise and one is cloud computing. So before going to DevOps and learning DevOps tools, so many tools are there. Okay. So we need to cover the basics actually. So first we need to learn what is on-premise and how on-premise data center built, what are the workflows there going on, or how many things are there. Then coming to cloud computing, we need to learn some cloud computing basics like how the services are connecting, how what are services are there, common services there. So we need to clarify all the things. Okay. So anyone know what is on-premise?
Yeah, on premise is like a company is there. They are maintaining their own servers for maintaining the application, database, and other stuff. They have their own server center in for their company. It's an individual specific, uh, and it's more costlier. And the cloud computing is like some company is maintaining, Amazon is maintaining the server, and whichever company needs that, they will pay the rent for the time or space they are using for that particular period, on that basis. So it's
Hmm.
like cost effective.
Yes, right, right. So that's why the business moved to on-prem to cloud, right? So the
Right,
cost is less, right?
right.
Yes. So I will explain some small scenario, okay? What is a on-premise data center or on-premise IT infrastructure? So consider this is a school or a college or a hospital, okay?
Okay.
This is a building. Consider this is a building, school, college or hospital, or any small size or big size business. Okay. So yeah, we can take it as a school, okay? So in a school, there is a lot of computers, right? Coming to office room, there is PC, accountant PC there, some other office assistant PC. All are doing their day-to-day activities in front of the computers, right? So, coming to the lab, there is a lot of PCs there, right? So, each PCs are connected to a switch. You know what is switch?
Yes.
Connecting group of computers to
Yeah.
the, yeah.
It's a LAN setting of computers with each other, how they connect. It's intranet.
Right, right, right. Switch. Switch is a hardware device actually. So, uh, for example, mostly the switch is in, yeah, coming to this scenario, this example, uh, this is a school, okay? So, different portions there, right? I mean, this is for office and this is for lab, okay? So, there is a room called server room. So, the IT persons belongs here, like a system administrator, IT administrator, or someone work in the ITs are in server room. Okay, server room. So the switches actually keeping in the server room. There is a server rack here. Rack is a like a alamara. So the rack is there. This is actually a rack look like. So here we place the switches. Switch one. How many switch we need? Then we all switch we need to install here. Switch two. And we also keep servers here like server one, server two, or whichever server we need to keep here. This is server, this is server, and this is switch. Switch. Even the modem we are keeping here. Some firms CCTV unit keep here, like that. So then coming to the lab actually. Here there is lab. Consider this lab hold around 50 PC, okay? 50 computers. And this is a office. The office have 10 PC, okay? So these PCs are connected to a switch, okay? For what? For interconnection, right? So here all the 50 PCs communicate with each other, right? For example, file sharing. These PCs or this someone using this PC, and this person takes some file from this PC. So that purpose we need to networking, right? Which all the PCs. So what we will do? We will place a switch here. This switch can afford like 50 PC, okay? So the PC's switch port, sorry, this switch have ports actually, okay? Ports means to plug in the LAN cable. So that comes starting from 4 port, then 8 port, 16 port, 32 port, like that. 64, I think 64 is there, right? Yeah. So accordingly, we can buy the switch and place the corresponding place. So here we can hold 50 PC. So if there is now 64 port, then we need to place 16 port or 20, 24 port switch here. So what we will do is in the specific lab, we need to place the switch, okay, and plug all the PC to the switch like this. Now we can say all the PCs are connected to the switch. So this here we can say this is a what? Anyone know?
LAN.
Yes, LAN. This is called local area network. Here also there is 10 PCs in the office room. Here also we will place one switch for connecting that with computers. So again we are creating another LAN here. Got it. So uh, these are isolated actually. This is isolated from the server room. The lab is isolated from the server room. There is some distance between these two. That's why we didn't take a direct connection to from each machine. Okay. For example, here our switch here. Okay. Here also switch. Here also switch. Then you think like why could we take a direct connection from this machine to the switch? That is not possible actually, because the land latency, the cable, I think 100 meter we need to keep the 100 meter from one machine to the PC. Here the distance may be huge, or we need to keep separate cable from this distance. So cable, because we need to spend too many cables for this machine. That's why we're keeping a switches in the corresponding place. Then what will we do? We will take a LAN connection from this lab switch to where the PC, I mean the server room. Here there is another switch. So this is called a switch connection. Here again taking one cable from this to the switch. Again we plug it in the switch. Got it? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, I could.
So these machines need to connect with the internet, right? So what we'll do? Here we have the modern connection. Okay. So nothing, just take a LAN cable and plug it into this switch. So these machines all the machines have internet connection. Next, we have a application server. Oh, sorry, we have running an application for the school. Okay, so this is our this rack. Okay, so we have servers here. These servers running an application. So these machines need to access the application. What will do? Take a connection from the server and put it into the this switch, right? In another port. So these machines access the application, their internal application. So consider another scenario like we have a file server. This is a server. This is only for sharing the file. Okay. So we have a lot of files here. So these machines need to access the file. So what we'll do? Take a LAN connection from the server and plug it into this server. This switch. So these machines and these machines access our file server. So this is actually a basics of networking actually. Any doubt regarding the networking fundamentals?
I'm
Anyone?
good.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Venkat's know the scenario, right? You work as a system administrator.
Yes, yes.
Yes. In a school or college.
College, engineering college.
So you manage all campus IT infrastructure, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I also work in my college.
2002 to
IT.
2006, 7. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So consider this is called a on small size on-premise IT infrastructure. Okay.
Mm.
Mm, yeah. So coming to cloud, we need to create a similar thing in cloud computing as well. Okay. So we need to learn the networking side in cloud. Uh, I mean networking from the scratch like VPC, subnet creation, internet gateway creation, route table creation. So many things in cloud computing as well. So one more small example with on-premise and cloud. I will explain with a business scenario. So consider this is a company, okay? abc.com. This is the company. This company have one application. This is a data, I mean server room. So this is their IT infrastructure, okay? They have a application server. So this is server one, server one. This is one and this is two. And abc.com is their domain name, okay? This is on-premise. So yeah, okay. So this is a company. Company's domain is abc.com. So they have their own application. They serve the application to the public. So anyone from a mobile or laptop accessing, I mean, surfing abc.com, they can view the application they are hosting. Okay, that's a scenario. Consider this is a e-commerce or any other application like Flipkart or Amazon or Netflix, anything. Okay, so the requirement is like this. So they have only two server. Okay, this is two server means this is for production application servers. So we will keep two server for applications. I mean deploying application because if one server is failure, our application is live in this server. That's why we are keeping at least two for production level application. Got it? These two servers have similar application and the dependency, all the things. Okay.
Is
So
it for load balancing? Two servers?
yes, yes, yes. We will keep a load balancer in front of these machines. In I
Mhm.
mean coming to on-premise. Then there is a load balancer. The load balancer will route the traffic to the corresponding backend machine. So
Okay.
this person, okay, this is a remote person accessing the application. So he will get, I mean, he got the response from the corresponding server. So no problem. So the scenario is like per day, the request is like in between 100 to 1000, okay, 1K. That's a normal hitting. I mean, this much persons are accessing daily for the ABC dot application. That's the scenario. Okay. So, in popularity, okay, coming to popular, or sometimes the traffic may high, okay, or some period after some period the application this ABCs, I mean this application have more familiarity, then the users count high, right? So the users count like 1K to 5K. So no problem. This much traffic can handle the using these two machines. Again popular, the users count high. Okay, like 5K to 20K daily users are accessing our application. So this much traffic can't handle these two machines, right? Because you all heard about DOS attack, DDoS attack, right?
Uh,
Heard
it's
about.
like
Yes.
Yeah,
Distributed
what
denial
happening
of service.
in DOS and DDoS? They will send multiple requests, right? From multiple
yes.
different location, different machines, taking some machines, and they will hitting wrong traffic. So what will happen? These machines process too high. So the memory may be go too high, CPU high. So the
It's
machine will
hand,
or crash.
right?
So the genuine people, genuine requesters can't handle that. Can't load the page. They will go back. So the business impact there. That's why they are choosing these type of attack like DDoS. So same.
Oh, what is this DDoS? Like I have not heard this term.
Distributed denial of service attack. So
Service.
you could have a denial of service attack from one place where you request too many responses, but if you block that one IP, then that attack will get blocked. But the attack is more sophisticated. It launches from many servers, many computers. It starts requesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So distributed denial of service. It's a denial of service because the server is flooded with too much requests.
Okay.
So the legitimate user doesn't get service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
similar way we have coming. Our application is much popular. So our traffic is high. So using these two servers, we can serve our application to these users, these much users, like 5K to 20K. So what we'll do, we will take or we will buy another server, right? We'll go to the shop and we need to buy a similar server and install in our server room. And what
Right.
we'll do, we will take all the same copies to this machine because these three machines must be identical, right?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
we serve the same content. So, and we configure the load balancer and point this machine to the system. So again, it will route to the next machine. Okay. So we have in this scenario, you have three machines or three servers. The server cost may be above 80K to 2 lakh or something like in between as per the requirement. If you have much more requirement, then it will cost high. So we can now we can able to handle this much traffic. Okay. So again, the popular, we are going high popularity. Okay. Like traffic going to above 20K to 50K. So these three machines can handle. And the same scenario again happen like 50K to 100K traffic daily. What will do? You need to buy another server, right?
Right.
You need to buy another server and do the same thing. So
It's a
these are
costly operation.
yes. Again, the cost is 80 plus 80. Okay. So the business is running smoothly. And now coming to next scenario, like this scenario is our popularity. Okay. Then this traffic goes down, right? Like again, it's going back. We are now in this scenario, like 50K to 20K. Okay. So for managing this traffic, like in between 5K to 20K, we can't, I mean, we didn't configure these machines. Like these two machines is enough for handling this much traffic. So here our two servers, newly by two servers are not utilization, not utilization. So our infrastructure is
Wastage. Wastage of resource.
yes, yes. So this is one of the major problem we are facing in on-premise. This is a small scenario. That's why we buy only two servers. Some cases they will add more servers. Like and after the uh, uptrend or sorry downtrend, our resources are not utilization. So the same scenario I will explain in cloud computing. Okay, so I will take the same scenario in. This is cloud computing. Okay. So coming to cloud computing, I am choosing AWS as our provider. So the same scenario, I am configure two server for the application. Okay. So these are my application. This is server one and this is server two. Same application. So the users are requesting the application. Then we can respond them. I mean, these machines respond and share the content like the website or anything. So when coming to uptrend, okay, so many users are accessing, then what will it do? Here we can, coming to cloud computing, we can easily spin up the machine, right? I mean, in on-premise, what will we do for buying a server? We go to the shop, then selecting the corresponding machine, then take the machine back to our on-premise. Then there is a installation there, so the corresponding person there, like admin or there is some time to fix all the things like installation of the server, then uh, power, networking. Then after that, we need to install the operating system, server operating system. And after that, we need to configure so many time scenarios there, like consuming too much time. Then coming to cloud computing, for the same scenario, we need to buy a server. It will take around 1 to 5 minute. Okay, that's one of the major thing. And for this scenario, there is a technical term in cloud computing. Anyone know?
Why it will take less time here for, because it will also require servers, right? It will just free the server and it will give to another client, but it will take the same time, no, for configuring the server, installing the server in the data room.
In which scenario? Cloud computing.
Cloud computing.
No, no, no.
How?
I mean, I'm pointing that for an on-premise, we need to buy a server. So what we'll
Right.
do, we need to go to the shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or else we can directly contact the vendor. They will send the things. Or yeah, coming to as an IT person, we are the one who need to quote the corresponding machine. Then we will get the confirmation from the management. Then we go to the shop and buy the servers and plug it in our on-premise data track. Then configure. We need to plug the networking. We need to give the power on all the things. After that, we need to configure. So that will take so much time, right?
Yeah, what my question is, like AWS, Amazon, that will do this task, but the client, the other companies who is taking the rent from the Amazon, for them, its task is not there for installing servers and other structures. But for Amazon, it is going to do all the setups one time, right, in the data center.
Yeah, you talking about the Amazon data center, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, I will give a brief. This is considered a Amazon data center. Okay, data center we can call it as a server farm, not a data center,
Mhm.
because the server farm means the this is a farm for holding too much servers. Okay, this is a Amazon data center, and there is lot of rack there. Okay, inside the buildings there is so many rack. So these racks are hold too many servers like this. N numbers of servers are there. Okay.
Right.
So what will we do is we take a Amazon account, AWS account. For you all guys have AWS account, right?
Right.
And all of you take a AWS free tier account. Okay. So coming to lab, we need to do the same things. Free tier only free tier is enough. So we will take a Amazon account, AWS account. Okay. AWS account. So we take the AWS account, and there is a these are Amazon dashboard. Okay, so I will show you. Anyone face any issues while taking AWS account? Ping me. Okay.
Sure.
So after taking a AWS account, we will get a dashboard like this. We need to log in from with our credential. So uh, yeah, coming to AWS, the term name is called EC2. EC2 means Elastic Cloud Computing. So I mean, this is for EC2 for uh, creating virtual machines. Okay, virtual machine. So going to the instance. Here this is an instance dashboard. Here we can see how many machines are running, how many machines are stop or terminated, all the things we can see here. In my case, there is no machine, that's why no instances are here. So how to create a virtual machine? We can directly click the launch instance. Then uh, what will happen after completing the launch instance? Okay, in background, what will happen? We are connecting to the corresponding uh, region. Okay, You all know or heard about region and availability zone?
No.
No idea, right? Yeah.
Yes, we have both the region and availability zone. It's a geographical distribution.
Yes, yes.
So
So,
we try to keep customers close to. I mean, you have this whole pricing model that's based on, do you want low latency, then try to find in that region where your customers are. If it's regulation, it has to be in that region. But sometimes some places are more expensive. For example, Brazil is expensive, so they don't keep it in Brazil. So it's basically region. It's not disclosed, and then there are inside each region there are availability zones. So if some calamity happens, it still is working.
Yes, yes, yes.
oh, yeah, yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So the back end, this is our dashboard, okay, AWS dashboard. So we created a machine, okay, for a server like this. So what will happen? We will leverage one machine from the data center or the server farm. So mostly we didn't manage the old server. I think they will virtualize again. Okay, these are their physical servers, like huge servers, and they will the data center virtualize these machines. For example, they have one. Consider they have a server, a physical server, and when we are creating a machine, okay, a server machine, they didn't give the old machine. I think they will again virtualizing this machine. For example, they will like for a single physical machine, they will shared by 6 person or 6 requests or anything like that. Most probably because otherwise there is huge machines they will handle. So this is the method. So for example, we are creating a Linux machine, okay, a Linux machine. Then what will happen? This is a physical machine they have. So they have a virtualization in background for this physical machine, like any virtualization tool like VMware or anything. So the VMware will give a machine inside the physical machine. In this physical machine, there is a lot of machines. I mean, OS are there. So they will create a they will share some space for installing our Linux. So they will give this machine. Again, some other account, okay, you have an account. So you will create a same scenario, like you will create a Windows machine, okay? So the Amazon will, this same machine will sometimes give the for you, okay? Like this is for Windows again. Some other person request again Linux, they will for then Linux will share like this.
So, one doubt: is it like in a physical server? It is facility is there to create many virtual machines and give the access of according to that virtual machine to that particular account. Is it like that?
Yes, this is my assumption actually,
Mhm.
because for example, uh, if they give this full server, okay, consider I am creating a mission, okay, consider. So this is one scenario actually. If another scenario is they have different type of servers, like coming to AWS, there is different family actually. Family means a group of servers. That group of servers have their own specification. As per our requirement, we need to choose the corresponding machine. So they will keep all the things separately. That's one of the things. That's why I think they will keep they have a machine, a physical machine. Okay, this is actually for shared. All the machines are for share actually. Shared for the customer. Customer means we are the customer. And one customer asked for provisioning a Linux machine, the same. So it will hitting this machine and this machine share a this for example this I will draw clearly. consider this is a machine. Physical machine belongs in AWS data center, okay? Physical machine. Readable, right? This,
Yes, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so this machine specification, okay? Like 16 core CPU. This is the CPU of, CPU of this machine, and 64 GB of RAM. This is the RAM of the machine, okay? This specific machine. And 2 TB or 5 TB or 8 TB of, actually, yeah, 8 TB, that's fine. This is the this is the specification of this machine, okay? So one user, a AWS customer, you and me, okay? We are requesting a Linux machine. We need to configure a Linux machine in AWS. So what we'll do, we log into the dashboard and create a machine there. And our specification, when you're creating a machine, we need to specify the specification. My specification is 2 GB RAM and 2 virtual CPU. Coming to virtual machine, we called virtual CPU, okay? 2 core. And the data, the storage hard disk is 8 GB. That's our requirement, okay? So that request to the data center, but here what will happen? Here this machine have a virtualization tool like VMware or anything. So the virtualization tool will create a virtual machine with our specified requirement. So what we'll do is take a 2 CPU from the 16. For 2 CPU, they will share to us, right? And
Right.
from the 64 GB, our requirement is 2 GB RAM. So 2 GB RAM is our requirement. So from 64, the virtualization tool share 2 GB from the host machine. This is the host machine or the physical machine to our virtual machine. So what will happen here? Yeah, 2 RAM to this machine. Okay, this is the machine, and the story. Storing our data. That's why we are keeping hard disk. So our hard disk should be 8 GB. Okay, so 8 GB is there. You got it.
Yes.
So we manage the machine. This is owned by us. Okay, got it.
I'm good.
This is my assumption actually. Okay. Otherwise, they need to create as per our requirement, and there is lot of servers. They can't handle anything because this is a simple scenario actually. This is the same scenario we are doing in on-premise, traditional way.
Yeah, I've gone through this scenario like there was a server and we were creating like VMs on top of the VMware that was installed on the main server. So 2 3 VMs we created for the same physical server, and like we directed it to the according to the usage to the application.
Yes, the traditional scenario is buying a server. Okay, buying a server. The server's requirement is this is a traditional setup of server like 16 core CPU and 16 GB RAM and 2 TB HDD hard disk. So we buy a server with this specification. And what we'll do, this is a bare metal, okay? Consider this is a bare metal, only hardware, no software. So first we need to install a virtualization software in top of the physical machine. So most probably we are using VMware. VMware. This is a hypervisor software for virtualizing our host machine to virtual machine. And the top of the VMware, we can spin up different virtual machine. For this is Linux, this is Windows, CentOS, Red Hat, or any machines or any OS we have to install, we can install. And these resources are shared to corresponding machines. I mean the virtual machine. For example, this Linux machine we need to share like 4 CPU, okay, 4 core for your process for this machine, because as per the requirement we can allocate the resources from the host machine to virtual machine. For example, this machine's running a complex application, so we need to share more resources. Okay, so we can share the resources from the host machine. For this machine, only need 2 CPU, so we can allocate that 2 CPU from this total 16. Okay, from total, and this needs more CPU, then we can choose 4, and corresponding RAM, same way we can share the RAM as well. This machine's 2 GB RAM, this 4 or 3, like that. And the top of the machine, we install the application. These applications are related to the OS actually. For example, this is Windows. So mostly this is a Windows related application like .NET application or anything like that. And this is the like any application we can install on top of the OS. This is the old scenario or traditional scenario. Now also we can run like this for small size application. Coming to big and complex application, we are using newly tools. Anyone heard about new technologies?
Container, Docker, all those
Yes.
things. Kubernetes.
Now containerization. Okay. Coming to containerization, popular one is Docker. Some alternatives for Docker like Podman, Container D, like that. There is some other container services. But in our section, we will cover Docker actually. And yeah, Kubernetes is also there for container orchestration. We will cover these later. Okay. Nowadays, we are using Docker and Kubernetes, these things. Okay. And one more thing we can add with this scenario, like uh, why we are avoiding this scenario nowadays. Anyone know?
Um, Again, because of cost, it's a costly operation, right?
Hmm, costly is there, right? But the main
Mm-hmm.
thing is
And again, VM itself takes some RAM, right? It will take more space. It is heavier, so that is one of the reason.
right, right.
VM, yeah.
Here the main problem is
You cannot
resource.
ship it like that, right? That's the reason you need Docker. You can
Mm,
make it portable with the Docker. Just move the whole
uh,
container.
not Docker. Leave the Docker. I mean this scenario, the traditional scenario.
VM also we can move. Like once you create VM in one machine, we can copy the VM and you can
Yeah,
move to
VM disk
another.
data and yeah, there is a format there. You can move the
So
entire.
Main is like heavy, and Docker is like one package, like all dependencies and libraries will also be there. So for any application, like a developer create application, developed application, so with these dependencies and libraries will be there in the whole container package. So once the vendor client wants and customer wants, then it doesn't need to do the prerequisite or those things. Just by using the container, the application we can run like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yes. Okay, that's fine. Okay, coming to this scenario, the main problem is resource utilization. Okay, so here the scenario, just look, okay. We have a physical machine, and top of the physical machine, we install a software called VMware for which virtualizing our host machine or the physical machine. And we create around 4 virtual machines here. For what purpose? For deploying 4 application, right? App 4. Okay. So my question is for running a specific application, okay? If in Linux or Windows or any OS, running this application, that's our requirement. But for running this application, we install a entire OS here, right? I mean, for
Right.
Windows, for example, uh, for example, this application, for running this application needs only their dependencies, libraries, and framework, right? Instead of that, we run entire OS. For example, in my laptop, okay. Currently, I am running. I mean, I am opening the application like Zoom. I open Windows Paint open. See, there is lot of other applications are here installed here. So these applications utilize my memories, my other resources, right? So these other services inside the OS will utilization our resources. That is called resource wastage. Got it? Simple term, to running a simple application, we install a entire OS. So the entire OS have so many services in background, so many other processes running that is not related to the application. So here they will take the resources from our physical machine. That is a wastage of our resources. So this is a small scenario coming to real world production environment. It will, so there is a lot of OS there. So for the installation of the OS operating system, we need to shared so many resources like from the host machine like CPU, RAM, and the disk. Got it? Clear?
Yes.
All
Clear.
of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So nowadays we are using not like this. Some legacy machines are still running in the same scenario, but coming to new technology, we are using Dockerization. So I will give you a brief introduction to that thing. The same thing how we install using Docker, okay? So similar thing, similar way we install the Docker, we will take a physical machine or a virtual machine, okay? In the sense of virtual machine means we will install one machine from any cloud provider, or else we can install manually. We can buy our own server, physical server, and do the same thing. No confusion, okay? I mean, this is a physical machine. On top of, in previous scenario, on top of the physical machine, what will do? We install the
VMware.
VMware, right? But in coming to Docker scenario, we didn't install any VMware in top of the physical machine. We install a operating system like Linux or Windows, anything. Mostly we are working on in coming section we are working with the Linux machines. So yeah, this is for Linux. So we install Linux on top of the physical machine. Okay. And the top of the OS is our OS. On top of the OS, we install. If we are going with the Docker, we install a Docker software that is called Docker engine.
Is the physical machine bare metal is one of the example of physical machine?
Yes, bare metal means just hardware. That's all. We can see the
Without
machine.
a OS. Without a OS.
That OS.
Okay.
When we buy one machine from any shop, we can say like that is a bare metal.
Okay.
Only metal. That's all hardware.
Hmm. Got it.
Okay. And yeah, on top of physical machine, we install our operating system, Linux. And top of the OS, we install Docker engine. And the top of the Docker engine, we install our application. App 1, app 2, app 3, app 4, like that. As per our requirement, we can install uh, more applications. So this is called, you know,
Container.
yes, container 1, container 2, container 3, container 4, like that. This container actually, you don't know what is a container actually.
It is an application with libraries and dependencies uh, in a same
Only
file.
library and dependency,
Sorry.
only libraries and dependencies that run in that.
Other these are the main things. Other things, whatever is prerequisite for running the application, that must be there with the
And
container.
consider this is a very tiny machine, because inside the container there is applications, some prerequisites for running the application. So they need some processing. I mean the CPU they need, the RAM need, right? So
Right.
actually it's shared by the physical machine. We can set up the memories and all the things. By default, it will not ask anything like CPU or memory, sorry, RAM or memory, but we can assign to the container as well, like how much CPU that container needs to work, like that. So
OS is not required separately for each container.
yeah, we install OS, minimal
Then what
OS.
is the use of this Linux is also one of the OS. Then what is the use of
Yes,
common OS
this
and separate
this
OS?
this, this consider this Linux OS take 1 to 3 GB. Okay, consider 1 to 3 GB. This is a normal OS. For container purpose, we will go with this minimal OS. This minimal OS size is like 200 MB or 100 MB, like that. That's the difference between a full size OS and a minimal OS. Minimal OS have some basic services, that's all.
Mhm.
And
So
there
the
is,
minimal will be Linux or Windows, anything or just the Linux?
yeah, mostly we are working with the Ubuntu, Rocky Linux, so many Linux versions of OS are there.
So what is the
Lightweight.
difference? What is the difference between the main OS in the physical machine and the container Linux? Is there any difference between the both Linux? So
Yes, one is a full OS, and we here we can, for example, when we installing a operating system of Linux, okay, there is so many services and application inbuilt in the Linux. For example, like browser, okay, some editing application, some so many applications there, right? Browser, like other games, players, music players, so many applications, and some other services are there coming to a full OS. So this is actually minimal OS. Minimal OS have less services and not this much of
okay, depending on
applications.
the
Yeah,
container, what they need. Okay, got it.
yes. This is only for container actually. So we will install, we will take an image of the minimal OS and install in the not install, it will be wrought up in the YAML file, and the YAML file will create the container with our specified minimal OS and including our application as well. Okay. This is a high level of Dockerization. We will go through the basics when we covering the Docker section. So I believe that you all know the on-premise scenarios, right? How the legacies or how the traditional applications are running in on-premise. I mean, some scenarios there like how the school networks running, hospitals network running. All coming to each scenarios, the IT infrastructure looks like same. Like there is a server room, and that server rooms have a lot of servers, switches, routers, modem, and they are interconnected with the corresponding devices like machines, other switches, like that. Anyone have any doubt?
Till now, I'm good.
What about others?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Then we can sit tomorrow, right? We are agreed with the holidays for
So
Monday.
9:30 Eastern time or 8:30 Eastern time?
That we didn't conclude, right?
So
Can
6 a.m.
we,
India time?
like
9:30.
1 hour before, like 6 a.m. I mean, that would be little
Yeah, that
helpful.
won't work for me.
Okay.
Just put your India time. We will calculate our US time and come. On the email, put your India time when you're doing the Zoom.
Yeah, sure.
Sir.
I missed today's meeting. That's someone.
6 a.m. 6 a.m. But Shilpa said she is not comfortable with that.
6 a.m. is fine, no problem. It's around 8.
Yeah, I have another class that time.
Sorry?
I have another class at that time, 6 to 7 in the morning.
I mean, it's 6 to 7 IST. I mean, that is 7:30 to 8,
IST, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Shilpa is in your time zone in India. Sir.
Sorry?
Shilpa is in India in your time zone.
Okay.
Myself, Venkat, and Pampa are in US.
Okay.
But
Then we
Shilpa will move to Texas, I believe.
yeah, when
Yeah,
you
in the first week of June, sorry.
June, April, May, June. Oh, 2 months there, right? So
Yes.
Shilpa, are you okay with the IST 6 a.m.?
No, I have another class. That's what I was saying.
From
6 to
6 to
7, I need 7.
Okay. What about others? IST is starting 7 a.m. Same
Same
today.
is fine.
Yeah, we are good. No problem.
We're good.
Sound
So
is okay.
9:30 tomorrow, our time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's
Pampa 8:30.
Yeah, then we
yes.
can choose the same time, no problem. We can sit on 9:30 tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, so
Or good morning.
one question.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye all.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I need to like come with the preparation. So, do you suggest uh, any videos or anything that I need to come prepared with? Because I think you have um, the forum here has certain prior knowledge about this, but I do not have. So I just want to prepare myself and come to tomorrow's class.
Your voice is broken actually. Could you please again?
Just a second. I was on Bluetooth. Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. So I think that I need to be prepared for this session. So because you have started on a little higher level than my understanding. So can you suggest some videos wherein I can go through them and come prepared?
Mm,
regarding the servers and on-premises cloud computing. How does it work? So is there any fundamental
No, no.
code?
Actually, today's section is a high level. How these things work like that. Okay. So coming
Okay.
section, we will start from the scratch. How to configure a server, how to install an application, how to configure load balancer, like that. So you will get more idea actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there is
Okay.
no. Yeah, there's no videos in my section for understanding from the scratch actually.
Okay. Because the terminology that you used is entirely new to me.
Got it.
That's why I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Then we can wind up, right? Today's section.
Yes, we are good for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then all of you.
Have
See
a
you.
good
Thank-
evening, everybody, or
Yeah,
good morning to
good for
people.
today.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Actually, क्या हुआ ना?